Hi, friends. I want to talk to you about step 7 in our sales process. We've got a 10-step sales process, as most of you know. If you don't have that process yet, you can receive a free copy of it at goodsalespdf.com. The seventh step of our process is what we call the gap. And it's about finding the biggest problem that our prospects need to solve to achieve what they want in their life or in their business or in their marriage or whatever area of coaching you work with people on. Everyone has a challenge or a problem to solve. Everyone has a skill set they need to master or a fear they need to overcome. Everyone has a gap that is the difference between where they're at and where they want to go. And so if we're operating in the sales conversation well, the heart of the sales conversation includes some discovery questions where we're asking people about where they're at right now in their business, in their life, in their marriage, in their fitness, whatever it is you help people with. What's their current situation look like, feel like? We might in discovery ask some questions about the past and where they've been. And then we're going to transition to questions about the future, their vision. What do they really want? What do they want their marriage to be like? What do they want their business to feel like? How much income do they want to be earning? How much, what kind of relationship with their health and fitness do they want? What kind of energy and vitality do they want? What kind of parent do they want to be, etc. And so if we know where they're at because we've done a great job in discovery, we know point A of the journey. Not point A, of course. There have been so many points along the journey to this point. But if we consider the place people are at right now, point A, and we know point B, where they want to be, what their key goal, vision, or dream is that they're trying to accomplish right now, then the question becomes, what is the gap between point A and B? And the way I like to ask it usually is, what's the biggest challenge that's holding you back from fulfilling that vision? What's the biggest challenge that's holding you back from fulfilling that vision? And oftentimes they're going to just bring it. And like, I'm going to receive the real, true challenge right away. And now that we know what the problem is that we need to solve, it's easy for me to evaluate whether or not I can help them solve it. And there's even leverage in them seeing, okay, if I could just solve this one problem, everything would be easier. I could be so much more likely to fulfill that vision or achieve that goal. There's so much here. It's a gift actually to help them find the gap over the course of this call, to get clarity, to speak it out loud. Later on, of course, we'll give them an opportunity to commit to solving this problem. But if we can identify the problem, there's something there for them. And it may begin the process of uncovering the leverage that exists to solve that problem, which is what we need to help them do in a sales conversation to get them to a place of making a decision, to make it easy for them to say yes if it's a fit. The other thing that could happen is as we ask for the biggest challenge that they're trying to solve, they might not be clear on what that problem is. They might say, I don't know. In which case, you as the coach who's got experience in this area might be able to ask clarifying questions to help them find the problem, or may in certain instances simply reflect what you see and ask them, have they considered that maybe the problem is this? And sharing it that way. I love that language of have you considered that maybe the problem is this, or that, what would happen if you solved this thing? Or how long have you been dealing with that? Like that starts to like explore the problem a little bit further. The other thing that can happen is they might give you an answer to what the problem is or what the gap is, what the challenge is, that doesn't feel like the truest expression of what's going on. In which case, my typical strategy is just to say, interesting, thanks for sharing. What else do you feel like is holding you back from achieving this goal? And I just like to ask what else once or twice if I need to. And usually they'll find the answer. They'll give the true answer of the real problem at some point during the first 3 asks. Most people will get it right away, but some people will take 2 or 3 attempts. And when they get the real one, I'm not discounting the first. I'm like, interesting. What else? But when they get the right one that I'm like, I know in my soul, like, yeah, that's it. That's the thing that's holding them back that I can see as a coach. I want them to get to the answer themselves. But once they've shared it, bingo. Like, yeah, that sounds like it to me. That sounds like a problem that if you were to solve would make all the other problems easier. Do you agree? Yes. So we can get to the same page on that. Again, if they really can't find the answer, this is where you might provide some coaching, share some perspective, and help them get to the truth. But if we can help people zero in on the one thing that they really need to solve now that would make everything else easier and make the attainment of their goal, their vision, their dream so much more likely. That is a huge key to the sales process. It's a huge key to coaching, and it's a great gift for us to give someone, whether they buy from us or not. That's step 7, the gap. Good luck implementing this. Have fun helping people. I'll talk to you all more soon.